Guys, go down. Both of you go down. Uh, Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the NVIDIA GeForce Esports Festival brought to you by Colorful Tech India and Crucial by Micron Technologies. Guys, this is going to be the semi-finals, the second semi-final, the last slot to make it or break it to the land final that's happening. Bringing this casting is going to be myself, Nathan Rambo Kamlation, along with me, Dosh. Any takes on today's game, Dosh? Team Anaari Army versus Team Instinct.
Just increasing the volume out here because I see a lot of noise in the comment sections already. I mean,
Yep.
the fans are already out here supporting their favorite teams. It's two amazing teams against each other. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, it's Anaari Army versus Team Instant. And before we go any further, I would love if you guys support your favorite team and spam a lot of love for them in the comment section because before going to map, I know that they are all set and ready and they just need a lot of love from you guys. But again, as a caster, I'm pretty excited. Taking you guys back to what happened the previous day, we had ROG Academy versus Chilcot the previous day, and it just went completely against our expectations. We expected ROG Academy, and we even expected going to the decider map, but Chilcot, the way they did it 13-7 and 13-6, ROG Academy, hard luck boys, but it was an amazing, it was an amazing match to witness. But today, Rambo, it's going to be more interesting and amazing. What are your takes on that?
Well, I can tell you one guy's more interested. That's our production guy,
Yep.
because I guess the match is still in because he was sitting in the defender side. He was not switching sides. So yeah, he's a switch side. We're gonna be jumping into the game in just a bit. Now let's talk about the map ban that's gone off for this best of three series. Taking a look at the map ban, map number one is going to be Bind. Picked on. Bind is map number one. All right, no Heaven. That's just sad, dude. That's just sad. I mean, Darsh. What is your take on? There's no bind.
I,
Map number one. There's no Haven.
I just see the history repeating, Rambo. If you remember the previous day, even Haven was banned. And today, even the same map gets banned. But again, I'm not just sad for you, but for even me, as you can see, Fracture gets banned. Even Fracture, it's been banned from the
Yup.
sides of Anaari Army. And Split is even banned from the sides of Anaari Army,
I
whereas
mean,
Instinct has banned Haven and Icebox.
Yep, and looking at what sides these teams are going to be beginning, Team Instinct went with the first pick onto Bind, and they are going to be playing. Another arm is going to be playing the defender side on Bind right now, and map number two is going to be a pick on Team Anadi Army, where they picked up Ascent, and on Ascent it's going to be the defender side going towards Team Instinct, and the final map going to be Breeze with defender side as Anadi Army. So, yep, interesting picks, interesting games coming up right now. It's a best of three. I mean, yesterday the production guy guessed it's going to be a 2-0 in favor for ROG, but that went south completely because, my man, that was a hell of a ride because Chilcot, they just destroyed ROG. I mean, there were two things that happened that day. One, in ROG, that they were really sloppy that game because I've seen those players fired off those guys were deadly, but they did not convert that rounds, the crucial rounds, and they were kind of sloppy that game. But on the other side, that was because Chilcott, a team who I've been saying chilling in the game, went ballistic. They just showed up a new face, and they were nuclear. And they won that game to a 2-0 in their favor, proving our production guy wrong. So you know what that means. I am going to ask him today what's his prediction. My production guy, what is your prediction for today? He says
Okay, so
2-0.
yeah,
Yeah.
he says 2-0 once again, but for Anadi Army. So I would say that Team Instant all the best because Team Anadi Army all the best. My bad on that. I should actually wish all the best to Anadi Army as a production guy. Just said Anadi Army. I mean, the previous day, as you said, he said it's gonna be a 2-0 for ROG Academy. He guessed it right, but for the wrong team.
Yeah, but the
So
wrong.
I
I mean, he
just
always he always gets it wrong. I mean, till date, ladies and gentlemen, he's been predicting a lot of stuff for a lot of teams, and every team that he predicts for loses. And we still have one chance. I mean, today, if he predicts it correctly, maybe he's going to walk away from the curse. I don't think the caster's curse exists. I think the production guy's curse exists for this tournament right now. Let's bring up the stat sheet of how these teams made it this far, and let's have a look at what teams that these guys have taken down to come all the way to the semifinals. On the side of Team Instinct, early on in this round, they went on to face Simotres, where they got a 13-0 victory, moving to NBD Bulls with a 30-5 victory. Dream Esports India losing a 13-1 against Team Instinct. Team Instinct taking the victory over True Rippers and coming here towards this grand finals. And on the other side, Team Anaari Army, a team known to be deadly and a team known to perform under pressure. Because I've seen these guys play since the CS days. I mean, Paradox is a person I've been seeing since his CS days, and the man is known to connect shots. The man is known to perform those kills in high precision. He can take this game to his team's favor, but right now, in bind, Darsh, you're the best at it. Go take it away.
Well, bind and agent selection. Now we always know that raise is the most common agent that we see in bind. I mean, raise a judge or a shorty, satchel, and you take the enemies off. And you know what? The enemies get so pissed off on that they just stop going to the specific site. But again, talking about the agent selection, raise, viper, brim, sky, chamber. Again, that's gonna be my
Yep.
prediction. But I do see my prediction going well.
Well, yep, we are going to be jumping into the game in just a bit right now, taking a look at the agent selections right now. All right, so interesting set of picks coming in. I mean, Darsh, why don't you take off the first round?
Well, as you know, I love to be the one taking, the pistol round. So, ladies and gentlemen, the very first round that's going to matter a lot, as if you take the first round, you get the advantage on the second one as well. So, I'm quite interested to witness on what is exactly going to happen in this very first round, where we can see the sides of Anaari Army on the defense sides and Team Instinct on the attackers. Well, attackers, they have decided to go towards the B side, where you can see Chamber trying to be a bit more, passive towards the A side. He's waiting. He's holding the corners for now. Towards the shower side, you can see Sky. He's trying to go in for more information and gather as much as he can. Because right now, information is all that they have to rely on, as they are on the defending half. But what's more interesting is what is going to happen next. All the players trying to go in towards B, but they have rotated towards the A as well. The spike is down. They need to be careful about the spike. Take the spike and then decide on what to do. That's the pistol round, and the very first round, ladies and gentlemen, with the help of smokes, the visions get completely denied, and the site, not anyone of the site is under the control of any teams right now. Sky trying to enter the side, but will he be able to do that? There on the other side, you have Genmeister who's trying to hold the corners as well, but with the help of teleporters, it's going to be them rotating and not going towards that specified site. It's going to be a slow push, but there you go. Trice takes down He-Man, so that's going to be one attacker being done and dusted. The second one, he's low on his
30
HP. They
seconds
need
left.
to be careful before doing anything. Yenmaster takes down, and that's going to be an equalizing situation. Bahadur Beta being a bit bothered this time,
Spike
takes down
down.
one player. Aura gets spotted in the teleporter, and that's going to be Bahadur Beta going down. That takes down Aura, Lost takes down Levi. A 2v2 situation. Lost needs to be careful. 20 HP is all that he has to play
One
around.
enemy
Lancy
remaining.
trying to just take him down. He finds the head. He takes him down. Spike is down. Lost. He's trying to guard the spike, but will he be able to do that? Well, Yenmaster, he took the side for himself.
One
but
enemy remaining.
Timer and time won't be the best friend for now. And that's the very first round, ladies and gentlemen, rolling in for the sides of Anaari Army.
Well said right now, because the Nutty Army taking that early round in their favor, that's going to be proven vital for them. Because looking at the stats of what these guys have done last round, they pushed them. One last surviving Viper, that's Yenmeister, saved up last round, so his credits are going to be low. But the credits are in favor for all the defenders right now. They are investing out heavy armors and specters in their inventory, so these guys are going to be going in for an all-out fight. But when the attackers are going to be going with what they have and what they've been saving up for last round.
All set up.
A push coming early on. Spike not yet decided which side it is going to be pushing on, so it's going to be Lancy pushing towards Shawa, where Aura is going to be holding a close aggressive position. He probably could take this in his favor, where Kazi's got Sky to support him. That's aka Lost. He is in close proximity to come in for the support that he needs. But looking at what's happening right now, Lancy still holding on to the suburbs position, wherein two attackers are trying to push towards Hookah.
They're
And,
concussed.
oh, the flash, nope, not in his favor. He's going to be teleporting back, but Aura is going to be taking that or in quick succession. Push coming in here towards the B side. This probably could be a well executed push because timing is in their favor. Hookah push, if it comes through right now, this probably could be their game. Viper is going to be walling off the entry. This probably could be done if they push in. They're going to be taking that orb. He-Man, Neck, holding the positions close. Oh, Aura is going to be taking a beautiful kill on the Bahadur Beta, and that's going to be first information leaked on from favor for the defenders, and that's going to be man advantage for the defenders. Defenders holding on to their positions. They are not pushing in. They are not aggressive. They just want to get the round in favor. And it's going to be
30
listing two
seconds
kills.
left.
Levy and Yenmeister going down. Last two attackers standing, trying to make
Last
what in
player
the sights
standing.
of. Oh, that is going to be lost now. And shutting down the attackers to a 2-0 quick round. Only losing one agent that's going to be Triced, aka Raze. So they have a lot of crits. They still retain the weapons that they lost. I mean, they have previous rounds. Attackers on the other side. Weapons not in their favor. Light armors, vandals invested. Let's see what happens.
13 seconds on the clock for the next round, and this round can be it for the sides of Team Instant because they got their buys right now. They needed the Vandal, they needed the Phantom, they need the Vandal, and they got their hands on that. So right now, yes, they got everything that they need. All they need is rounds. 2 rounds buffer that the sides of Team Anaari Army has already got for themselves, and that's huge in terms of the maps that we are playing on. Ladies and gentlemen, Bind is it's a map that I wouldn't say it's a complete defense favor or attack favored map. It's a quite balanced map that we do witness right now. So yep, that's gonna be the case. But looking at the scorecard as well, that's gonna be Lost, who is looking good with 3 kills on his account. And on the other side, if I talk about Team Instant, that's gonna be Yenmeister with 2 kills for themselves. But it seems like we are a bit disconnected right now, and the players do have some tech issues, but will be connected as soon as possible. But by that moment that we are disconnected, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your score predictions in the chats so that we can guess who is the lucky one here. And you can be more lucky if you take part in our giveaways. I mean, Rambo, why don't you tell the audience about the giveaways that we have?
Right now we got drops enabled on our live stream, so you guys can tune into our live streams over at YouTube and you can win yourself some Valor points. But here's where things are going to get interesting. So each map we have a lot of physical goodies that you guys can win yourselves, and we're going to be shipping it to you. All you got to do is predict the score of the game. If your score predictions are correct, you, my friend, will be winning some physical goodies from us at NVIDIA GeForce India by us, from our sponsors, Colorful Tech India and Crucial by Micron Technologies. A huge shout out to our partners for helping us doing this giveaway, and for the people in chat, this is your chance to shine. I mean, the teams here are going to be going to land. One of these teams are going to be going to land, but you guys can go for a win as well. Let's see what's going to be happening. Tech issue being called on early off, but this does not restrict them from planning what's going to be happening right now. Looking at the inventories of both these teams, the weapon advantage goes in favor for the attackers, but credits not so likely. If they lose this round, that's going to be pushing them over to a 3-round deficit, and of course, credits ain't going to be their best friend. They won't be having enough buys for a proper full buy on the next round. Defenders on the other side, playing it safe, still sticking with the specters and armor that they had purchased on round number 2. The only change is going to be Triced, who still is going to be going in for a sheriff. He was the only person taken down that round, and he's going to be investing onto a sheriff and heavy armor. On the other side, vandals being invested, heavy armors, light armors, they're scraping off whatever they can.
Well, definitely, yes, that is going to be the case. But right now, I know you guys are quite excited to witness the next round happening. It's just for a few more minutes before we jump right exactly into the match. But Bind and the next 2 maps, if you missed it out in the beginning, the next map that we have is going to be Ascent. Now, this map, again, it changes things no matter what. And the decider, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be, Breeze for today. This is going to be a quite interesting match. But let me tell you one thing. Bind is a map pick from the sides of Team Instant. And look at them. They are already on the deficits of 2 rounds as, mentioned prior. And the second map for today is going to be the pick from Anaari Army. So it's going to be quite interesting to witness on who does win the map, on whose pick. I mean, if you are familiar with the recent Valorant scenarios, we have seen a lot happening that, you win the map in the agents, in the opposition team's map. So, I mean, you can get this for yourself. But finally, we are back here in the game, and talking about the game itself right now, we might see the players going towards, okay, not a specific side it is for now, it's going to be both of the sides. And that's going to be Aura taking down 1, 2, that's going to be 2 players done and dusted. Team Instant needs to be careful, even after having the buy. They have lost 2 of their players at an early stage with a Spectre. Bahadur Beta doing really good this time, but right now they need to be really careful. Yenmeister trying to enter the side. They got the side control. No, wait, they didn't. Chamber might get down from his doppelganger. As you can see, Chamber itself, and that's gonna be Lancy taking down his doppelganger. The Chamber goes down. Yenmeister trying to inside. He takes down Trice. Paradox takes down Yenmeister, and that's
Bring them down.
being planted.
Spike planted.
The A side. Well, the spike goes down. It's gonna be a 2 versus 3 retake. Well, my bad. It's gonna be a 2v2 as Paradox goes down. Now it's going to be quite interesting to witness on what exactly
Last player
is
standing.
going to happen. Levi takes down Lord.
Last player standing.
Takes down Levi. A 1 versus 1. What's going to happen? A biggest question that we do have right now. Chamber trying to hold the position. He takes down Aura. Team Instinct getting the very first round that they needed for themselves. But look at the weapons that they have dropped. They have almost dropped 4 weapons, Rambo. And you know, right? It's gonna be difficult for them to go in for full shields plus a good Vandal or, Phantom.
I mean, I mean, now it's down to a 1-round deficit. But if they lost this round, I would say that this game is kind of going in favor for Team Anaari Army. Now that they've gotten this round in their favor, I mean, not much of heavy casualties last round, so they are still within regulation and they can get this game back in their favor. But push is coming in here from Hooker. It's gonna be Levy flashing in. That's gonna be Race trying to get some information, and the flash being ready down. Race expecting a split happening here. 2-3 split going in favor for the attackers. He can get the fight on towards this A side if they down at the same time, but not much noise being made right now. Hooker contested. Levy making an awful lot of noise. I think this is to lure in the attacker defenders to the sides of B. But right now, Spike slowly making its way all the way around. It is being. I mean, they haven't confirmed where the side is going to be pushing in. They just want to lobby around, find out information where these defenders are holding their position. Viper's got a beautiful wall set up on A. If they push in at the right time, this probably could be their clutch, and that's what's happening right now. But the defenders have caught the news. They have rotated. It's 3 defenders holding on to this A side, 2 defenders stuck onto the B side. I don't think they're going to be pushing in anytime soon. Wall could be a good plan, and there we have it. And also with this coming in here, effective, but that's going to be denying them the plan, and also
30 seconds left.
I've got your trail.
That's man advantage for the attackers. They have information over there coming in. They spotted 2. He-Man holding the angle. He's going to be taking down 1. Can he get the other one? Nope. He's going down. Paradox going to be getting 2 quick kills. He-Man and Yenmeister go down. Battle's going ballistic. 3 kills on his team. Can he get the other one? Lancy going to be taking on Paradox in return, but Ayank and last 2 members standing. Can they make this one work? This match going to do the person who lost, and lost is in a lot of.
Last player standing. 1 enemy remaining.
Versus Brimstone. Can he get this last round in his favor? He is going to be sticking it. Oh, this probably could be a round if he sticks it. And he does! That's when this is where they say pros don't fake. And, well, he did not fake that one at all.
Pros definitely don't fake. I mean, we have seen this happening not just for the very first time, Rambo. We have seen this happening in the previous matches as well. And even if we are in the same situation, we do think, right, that yeah, they might be just trying to stick to it and they won't stick and everything. But what happens is something that you just witnessed on your screen right now, and that's going to be 3-1. The scoreline, ladies and gentlemen, right now, 2 rounds buffer is what the sides of Anaari Army do have with the sides of Team Instant, and they need to make sure to take as many rounds as they can in the defenders have, because after the sides swap, you know, right, it's bind. It's gonna get difficult, not too much, but it is gonna get a bit of difficult to enter the side, get the side control, get the plant, and then play on retake. So let's see how much round deficit they already have. But talking about the sides of Team Instant right now, they have their ultimates ready. If you can see, the Chamber has his 2 of their foes, and even the Breach has his ultimates ready. So right now, yes, this can definitely help them a lot. But talking about the sides of Anaari Army, they got Seekers to play around with, and they got the 2 of their foes even. Seekers will gain you a lot of information, and that's what you need in a game called Valorant.
Also, I mean, defensive gameplay is the best gameplay if you're playing the defensive side right now. But in terms of the attackers, they are not looking good at all. Credits not in their favor. They just got about 2k credits. I mean, 2 of them are below that as well. But on the defensive front, these guys are rolling with a whole lot of credits. But of course, if they lose this particular round, that's going to be forcing them to go for a next round eco. But attackers, if they do pull this round out of the hat, that's going to be bringing them back into the game with just 2 rounds. Just a round deficit, and they can be back in the game. But right now things look grim for Team Instinct. This is map number 1. We still have 2 more maps to go. I mean, if we are going to be going in for a third map, but right now the defenders seem to be in the driver's seat.
Well, yes, that is definitely going to be the case. But again, we do have some tech issues out here, and gonna be a waiting moment. Now, it comes down to a point, Rambo, where we know, right, this wait sometimes breaks down the momentum. We have seen timeout, the timeout taken by the players changing a lot of things. But again, coming back to this technical issues happening and these breaks happening, we really understand that sometimes, yes, technical
I mean, it
issues
is the
do happen.
online era.
Yeah, it's
era
the
of
online
gaming.
error, yep. But
Once
it
they're
does,
in LAN, it's going to be rectified real soon. And once if it's in LAN,
yep.
we're going to be having all the control. We're going to be having all our technicians on standby to get these things started. But of course, this is the online era of gaming where teams, I mean, it is going to be quite difficult to sort some parameters. And we have to adjust with what we really apologize for the delayed chat. But we are going to be going back into the game in just a bit. Right now, Darsh, why don't you talk us through what you expect is going to be happening? Who do you think is going to be taking away map number 1? Is it going to be the map pickers themselves, aka Team Instinct, or do we have Anaari Army pulling this one out of the hat?
I mean, I'll be trusting the production guy this time, but with the opposite team. I mean, he said a 2-0, so I'll be saying a 2-0, but I'll be just going with the opposite team. Because you know what happened the previous day, right? So, chats, if you are new here, if you're watching and you do not know what happened the previous day, we had ROG Academy versus Chilcod happening the previous day, where Chilcod just dominated it in... I mean, it was a complete one-side domination. Chilcod did not see left, right, nowhere. They were just sure that they won this, I would say, ticket to the finals, ticket to the LAN, and they got it with a 2-0 scoreline. The very first map, a 13-7. And the second map, a 13-6. This is how the previous day went. And honestly, ROG Academy, as I kept on saying it many times the previous day, I would say that again as well, right? ROG Academy wasn't the ROG Academy we have seen prior, but it was something different, something that was not working in their favor. I felt like it was, there was no unity in the team. The play that you play together, I couldn't see that. Individually, every talent is a great talent in that team. But when it comes to a team play, something was missing or something was going wrong. And, that's how Team Chilcod got the tickets to finals. So, today, the match that we have between Team Anaari Army and Team Instant, one team is going to face Team Chilcod in the finals. That is happening LAN. Now, where, when, what times, that you'll get to know very soon. For that, you have to follow us on our Instagram handles. Make sure to follow NVIDIA as well, because without them, this event wouldn't have been possible.
Yep, and here we are on... I mean, we're jumping into the round in just a bit, but unfortunately, yeah, we're going to be jumping into the round back in just a bit. But looking at what's happening right now, teams, when a player... when these kind of timeouts happen, it's kind of an irritating thing, but you gotta get used to it. We're gonna be back into the game in just a bit. 3-1 scoreline, 2-round deficit in favor for the defenders, aka Team Anaari Army. So this could be their game. I mean, if they do win this, they are gonna be marching on to the map pick of their choice, which is an interesting pick. I mean, these guys are deadly in almost all of the maps I've seen, and right now coming back into this game, they are readying up, they are using their utilities, they are pumping up their mojo. This probably could be Anaari's game, but my production guy predicted that Anaari is going to be taking this 2-0, but that's the only concern that I have. Besides that, Anaari are in the driver's seat. Looking at...
You want to play? Let's play.
This probably could be their round, but looking at attackers pushing in towards Hook. That's going to be a joint push with a lone Brim holding on towards the A side for a rotate cut off. Push coming in. Aura holding a close angle on towards Heaven. Probably can get this early kill, but he is going to be holding that angle, not giving any information whatsoever. 3 defenders holding on to the B side, not pushing, not giving any info. Viper picks up the spike and is trying to go back towards the B side. Lancey on the other side has made a peek towards an aggressive angle and can get Sky off guard if he peeks right now.
Well, yes, he can.
Prepare for hellfire!
Aura is on him, and Paradox
Spike
takes
down,
Aura
B.
takes down Ian Meister as well. A 4 versus 2 situation that we have right now. The use of Hellfire, yes, it was done, but I doubt it brought them any positive reply with the help of Trotter. And
One enemy remaining.
He can go in for his 4K, but will that be the case right now? Lancy
30 seconds
trying
left.
to peek a bit, but no. Aura takes down Lancy. 4K for Aura, and the 4th round, ladies and gentlemen, rolling into the side with Anaari Army. Right now, this map pick is of Team Instant, and look at the scoreline, Rambo. If Anaari Army gets this, the next map pick is by Anaari Army itself.
Well said, but of course, this is a 3-round deficit. These guys got to get this game back in their favor, because if they lose this, they are losing an early game and their pick, where they are going to be battling it out for a LAN ticket. That's a lot. That's a lot on the line, if you ask me.
Well, yes, definitely that is going to be the case, but
There,
again,
He-Man on the other side. He's
Yep.
trying to make this work towards the A side right now. Attackers trying to lure off all the utilities from the defenders, not going aggressive. Kind of interesting to see that Team Instinct have gone towards more soft play. They are playing a little passive this time. I don't see them going aggressive any sides just early as we thought they would, but now the utility usage of Viper has gone towards the A side. A lot of information is happening here, but the defenders do have a suspicion this could probably be the other side in action, and they are rotating and scrambling as we speak. The attackers not yet pushed in towards this side. Every defender is holding it to perfection. Oh, Ian, I think he spotted him. Nope, he did not. But he did get this one kill early on, and there we have it. He-Man goes down. That's free information. Defender still not letting go of that B side. Slow rotation coming in here from. We have a slow rotation coming in here, and this. I mean, is it at the right time? Paradox going in for a rotate with the fade, but he's holding back at the A side. Viper trying to use all of his utility, checking out all
30
the angles,
seconds
clearing
left.
off all the blind spots, and the site is actually in his control. He can't get this one. But I don't think his teammates are going to be going in for that. They are in fact going towards this B side, which could prove really bad. Looking at the positions of these defenders holding close positions. You gotta be taking them one.
10 seconds
That's
left.
gonna be
Last player standing. Spike down, B.
And Aura going to listen with a 3K to his name, a 2K to his name, taking down Ian Meister, and I don't know why they did that. I mean, Viper had the site in his control. I mean, he checked the entire site, he checked all the angles, and he checked all of the hiding spots, everything in their favor. Timeout coming early on for the attackers. These are the things that you need to get early in the round, because you're bleeding. Right now you're in a 4-round deficit. You have to get these rounds, and it is your map pick. You guys picked this map. You knew what was going to happen, and if you lose this, you are going to be losing an early map and a possible loss of your seat in the LAN final.
well, definitely that is going to be the case, Rambo, because it's a best of 3. You got 3 matches. Either you do a 1-0-1 or a 1-1 and 2. I mean, 2 maps for yourself directly, a clean wipe that Chilcott did yesterday. You can do that, or then you have to go to Breeze, and right, Breeze is a map that sometimes might be the best of the maps that you have played, but sometimes this map goes off, and that's where all the difficulties are. So right now you need to make sure that all the maps, the first map that you are playing, you get a victory on, so that the next map you gain a bit more of confidence on playing. But what has happened after this timeout. The players do have in hope that things might change. So coming up to the next round, it's gonna be 5-1. The scoreline, ladies and gentlemen, that we do have right now, with a buffer of 4 rounds, that Team Instant already has a loss on team. Anaari Army got 4 rounds buffer on themselves, and that's a huge in terms of the defending sides. But right now, the next round, the attackers going in towards the A side is what we have on our screens. The side has been divided into 2 with the help of Valkyrie wall, but will that be Ayan who's holding the angle? Bahadur Beta. No, he was not able to connect that shot, and that's how Ayan is pushed back. Right now, they are trying their level best to get the side entry. Well, they will get, but right now they do not have a Sage to wall and go, plant the spike, so that might be a difficulty for the side of Team Instinct, and plus they are on the half by, and some of the players are playing with Sheriff. Spike goes down, well, I guess that's going to be 5. It's going to be a lot of difficulty but Showstopper gets the showstop for the sides of Hayan. And one player goes down. A 3 versus 4 retake. Or rolling his angle. He finds one. The Spectres get better this time. Lost
One enemy remaining.
Straight. Where are you? Paradox location. Trying to compromise the location of the players out there. Paradox trying to go in. Will be able to do that? Lancy, the last player surviving. Couldn't do anything more. And that's how Anaari Army gets to the 6th round for themselves. Team Instant losing back-to-back
Team
rounds
Ace.
on their own map pick. And that's a Team Ace as
fun.
well. 6-1 scoreline, Rambo. What do you have to say about that?
I mean, well, they are in a 5-round deficit starting off with their map pick, which is not what they've expected, is what I presume. Because right now, that timeout, it did change some strategies for the attacking front. I saw a bit more aggressive attacking front from the attacking perspective from Team Instinct. They were quite aggressive, and yep, they did convert that round for a plant, but the after plant kind of choked down a little bit. I don't know what went wrong right there. They had a beautiful after plant. They had time to go for after plant positions, but something did not play out. And Lancy here is going to be taking on a beautiful kill on the Iron before I even begin, and that's going to be an early kill in favor for the attackers, and more aggressive front coming in from the attackers. Beautiful plays coming in, and if someone spots in all of these defenders in the A side, they are going to be signaling up towards the A side right now. The B side is completely infested with defenders. Spike not yet making its way towards the A side. A lot of information being leaked here and there. I don't think they have the slightest of clues what's going on. Spike still not picked up. What is going on? Why are the attack? I mean, they saw 3 defenders holding on the B side, so they know there's only 2 defenders at max towards this A position. Yet no rotations called on. Team Instinct do not have the synergy. I don't know what's missing with them. That's a lot of time they wasted. Rotations have come in favor for the defenders. They are inside. They can't go in a position to retake position right now. After plan not in their favor. This could not go their way if the kills go to block in. And that's going to be a trade coming in from Aura in return. Yanmaiser not doing damage. That is all down to Bahadur Beta.
Last player standing.
Chamber, last man standing. And that's Nancy going down. What just happened back there? A lot of disconnect happening in the columns of Team Instinct. I just did not expect that to happen, because I was pretty sure the first Hawk that went out spotted at least 2 defenders holding on the A side, and then the next flash and push spotted 3 people on that position. Now breaking it down, the last person out, Hookah saw 2 people on the B side. That's enough information to you that the B side is in fact infested with defenders. What's wrong in pushing on to A? Giving a lone range scout there to check out the site. Worst case scenario, it's going to be a 3-2 split. These guys are going to be 2 people playing on A, and there's going to be 3 on B. But I don't know what just went wrong. The comms was not clear at all.
Well, yes, that is definitely going to be the case, but right now they've been forced to go for Spectres and Sheriffs. Trying to peek, he takes down He-Man. You do not peek an operator, my friend. Lancy. And takes down the second one. Why?
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
One tries, takes down Bahadur with the help of his grenades. But Yanmeister is the last man surviving. And guess what? His location gets compromised with the help of Prowlers from the sides of space. Right now, all he has is a Spectre. Has a Sheriff to work around with. Yan, an operator. Will he be able to take a 3k? Well, Lost will be the one taking Yanmeister down. Dusted. 8th round, ladies and gentlemen, rolling in for the sides of Anaari Army. Team Instant. A lot of mishaps, a lot of miscommunications happening between the team itself. And that's where they got themselves into a 7-round trouble.
7-round deficit in their map pick. This is not how I expected things to go in their way, because they were heavily motivated. They wanted to come in for the win today, but something, the disconnect, is causing a whole lot of chaos for these
You
guys.
want to play? Let's
Right now,
play.
looking at early on towards the next round, Fitness
I've
coming
got your
from Iron.
trail.
That doesn't happen very often, but Secret are going to be finding in the hot blinding his vision. Teammates are here for this. He does get one. He-Man is going to be going down, and he teleports back, but a push coming close range right now. That's going to be Lenny taking that early kill. He has a spike. Bahadur Beta goes down from the ultimate use of choice, and that is going to be another quick kill coming in favor for the defenders. 3v3 neutralized for both teams' agents. It's going to be a 3-on-3 gameplay right now. Lancy has a beautiful angle to play this Play this play. Gets another kill, and that's going to be Trice going down. Man advantage for the attackers. They have to convert this round. They've lost way too many.
Last player
coming in for the
standing.
backside, and Levy's going to be having the
Spike
better angle
planted.
of that. And picking the advantage, going to Levy, getting that kill out to Lost. Lost right now on the shovel,
It's a
and that is going to be
shame
taken
to
down by
die,
Lancy
but
with a
you are not
3K
part of
on
the
his
bigger
shoulder.
picture.
A much needed round for the sides of Team Instant. 8-2. Still, I would say they need more rounds. To end it on a 8-4 will be a good scoreline before the swaps happening. But they need to do it. 8-2. If by any case, you know, the sides of Anaari army gets 2 rounds more, you know, they hit double digit, and then they get the pistol round, they get the next round, and that's the match point directly. So, Team Instant, they need to be careful. They need to trust their instinct, and then they need to decide on what can be done. Right now, Yenmeister is trying to peek the Shah's position. Ayan takes down Levi. That's one player disadvantage that the sides of Team
They found my
Instinct
trap.
already have. In the beginning, 5 to 10 seconds. Ayan takes down the second one as well. Disadvantage into 2, 3 versus 5 situation. The spike is down.
Got
No
the
one to guard the
spike.
spike. Bahadur Beta gets the spike. And he will be rotating towards the A site, where you can see already 4 players holding. You do not go to this side, and the best option right now to do is to rotate. Ayan trying to take down one, but Lancy will be better this time.
Bring
He will
them
be
down.
positioning Ayan to take down 2 of his own teammates, and that's a revenge done. But Lancy, he needs to take down more players, as still they are into 1 player disadvantage. Padox is holding that position and is waiting to gain more information on what happens next. But right now, a 4 versus 3, ladies and gentlemen. This can be a round that Team Instant need. All they need to do is play with information, because right now they are really low on
30
information.
seconds
They're
left.
trying to enter the site. They know that there are players around. There's going to be 1 player, the Lone Sky, left at the B side, and there's all players are standing out there, but that's going to be the investments of Hellfire as
Bring
well.
them down.
That's going to be the start.
They're
But
blind
also
with
really
fear.
investing on the crawlers, and he will be making this difficult for them to plant. The plant is still not initiated.
10 seconds left.
Meister, Padox takes him down. That was not
Last
easy.
player
The ball,
standing.
Bahadur Beta goes down.
Spike
the
down
carrier
A.
goes down.
Teleport's
That's the
gone.
9th round for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, going in. Lancy takes down 1 before he goes off. And he takes down the 3rd one. He saves the operator
Last
for
round
himself.
in the half.
But what he has lost right now, Rambo, is the round 9-2. It's the last round before the swap. Do you think it's gonna be double digit before the swap itself?
I think so, yeah. We're looking at what the weapons these guys have invested, I feel the game going in favor for Team Anaari, because looking at the defensive side, they do have the better picks and they have the better credits to go for this one, because they are going to be investing on that onto utilities as well, other than weapons. Attackers, Lancy is the only player who's been clocking all those kills. I don't think... Oh, early peak. This is going to be costly right now, but Lost converts that. Yenmeister going in for a quick trade, and Lost goes down. Mad advantage, utilized. 4v4 scenario happening right now. Push coming in into this B side. And if they do that, this could probably be the site itself. Dots are still like anything, and this could leak down right now. Iron going to be trading that, giving a minor advantage.
Last player standing.
Bahadur Beta going for quick trades back to back, and that is going to be a huge disadvantage for the defenders. Attackers going with the kill block. This could be tries his chance to shine. He gets one, nice.
Welcome to my
Coming
world.
in, but Viper using his ultimate to perfection. Oh, this is gonna be a
Spike planted.
close one. Lot of disadvantage, lot to check out for Yenmeister, the man, the middle legend, and he gets the 3K to his way. Bahadur Beta and Yenmeister, the 2 damage duels this round. 3 kills on
Switching
Yenmeister,
sides.
2 kills on to Bahadur Beta. This round goes in favor for the attackers. Well played, well used utilities, but of course defenders, if Chamber did not miss that second operator shot, this would have been their time to shine, and they would have marched out to double-digit numbers in the map pick of the defenders, aka Team Instinct.
9-3, ladies and gentlemen. 9-3. A lot of stories that everyone out here has heard about this 9-3 scoreline, but as I said, I wouldn't jinx it more, because right now Anaari army is on a sheer domination. Look at them. 9 rounds they got back to back, and you know, after the 4th round itself, they got back to back 6 rounds for themselves. That's huge.
There.
Anaari army on the attackers half. Now, let's see if things to change or no. It's going to be the most important round because if they get this round, they get the double digit for themselves and a lot of confidence as well. And Anaari towards the B side. Oh no! Levi takes down Lost. That's going to be him taking down his doppelganger, Ian Meister. Still trying to go behind tries. This angle. Trying to rotate towards the A side. They've lost one of the players already. And that's going to be the movement of Molly as well. One player tries to come from behind, tries to teleporter. But Team Instant, they are trying to be a bit more aggressive. Aura takes down Lancy. That's a big line. Ladies and gentlemen, more aggressive. Bahadur Beta punishes him. He tries to take down Bahadur Beta. He takes down one more. That C9 goes down. 3 versus 2. Right now, Team Instant, they can get this for themselves because if you see, the players are really low on their HP. And this can be the round Team Instant needs the most. Ian Meister is holding back the site, and on the B side, I doubt they have any of their
30
players.
seconds left.
Aura trying to rotate. No, wait, they are going for the same side. They are not rotating. Ian Meister is holding that position. Aura trying to go inside.
Last player standing.
Oh, Trust takes him down. That's going to be a 3K for this man. Levi, the last man surviving.
Spike planted.
Yes, goes down.
Taken out.
Location gets compromised. Levi takes down Trust. It's a 1 versus 2. It's still doable.
Hulk out.
He still can make this work in his favor. Both of the players are holding the lamps and they are really low. Levi takes down one. No, he didn't. And that's going to be Ayan taking him down. Double digits already rolling in the sides of Anaari Army. 10-3, the scoreline that we do have, ladies and gentlemen, right now.
My man, this is not seemingly positive for the attacking defending side right now. That's going to be Team Instinct. Last round, I mean, there was a spray and pray coming in here from Ayan. That was literally a spray and pray because there was no aim there. It was just spray and pray because he had the better weapon at that point of time. 9-3 is a curse scoreline. 10 rounds on favor for the attackers right now. I probably think the production guy is going to be happy today because maybe his prediction may be the right one. Aura holding on a defensive angle towards the A position, chat. And also for the guys in chat, make sure we hit 50 likes. And I'm gonna pick a winner who's gonna be winning a physical goodie from us at GeForce India, Colorful India, and Crucial by Micron Technologies. So you guys have a lot of physical goodies to win as well. So make sure you're tuned in to the live stream and ask your friends to join in as well. A huge kill coming in from He-Man. Actually a beautiful kill. Gets the second one. Beautiful headshot, but traded immediately with Paradox. This is an eco for the defenders. If they can get this round in check, 3 Spectres is a 3. Spectre picked up from Levy. This man has the only weapon in the defensive front. The spike is making its way to the A side, but Viper is rotating for a head-on fight right now. The spike planted in the A side. Yenma is the last man standing in this A side. Can make this thing work. Now that the defenders are rotating, backstab coming in favor. This is going to be lost. Going in for a quick backstab. He hears all the noise that he needs to hear, and he knows rotations coming in from the spawn of the defenders, and he is going to be coming in for a quick backstab. Aura takes on one early kill. Lost. Can get a dual kill. Timing in his favor. Gets in one. Spots the last person.
One enemy remaining.
This can be the game of Levy. He has the only weapon in check for the defenders. Spectre on his shoulders. Last man standing. 1v3. 3 people know his position. Holding on to his position. This can get the round in his favor. Gets one. Can he get 2 more? Nope. He is denied. And that goes in favor for the attackers, aka Anaari Army, on a roll right now, ladies and gentlemen. 11-3 on the scoreboard. Team Instinct's map pick going the cursed way for them. It's now Anaari's map.
One more round and Team Anaari Army goes to match point.
I mean, beautiful kills coming in from He-Man.
Yep.
Beautiful kills, but the round could not be converted. A lot of mistakes happening. Sloppy rotations. This cost them the round.
Team coordination at the end matters a lot. But right now, Anaari Army, they just not finished it. Look at how fast the push is going towards the B side. They're not waiting for anything. They're not waiting for
I'll find you.
They'll be going in for a direct push. And that's what we saw the gaining a bit more information. Advantage. He takes down one. Lancy takes down Lossian, takes down Lancy. That's a fair trade happening. Sky and Flame respectively from both teams goes down. A 4v4 retake. Spike. Yes, it's planted. He-Man is right exactly in the front. They need the side control. Levi, his location gets compromised. He will be investing on towards the Seekers to gain more information, to seek more information, but will that gain of the spike is down, the spike is planted.
started.
retake. Aura takes down Bahadur Beta. And Meister, he's already entered the site. He has players all around. He needs to be careful.
There.
Right, he's holding that position. He takes down
One
Meister.
enemy remaining.
Spydog takes down Lady. And that's going to be the last man surviving. Couldn't do anything more. Ayan will be taking him down.
Where are
12-3,
you?
ladies and gentlemen. The match point.
Match
Already
point.
rolling in for the sides of Anaari Army. Do you think that this is it? Or do you think there's going to be a chance of comeback from the sides of Team Instant as there is going to be a timeout? We have said this multiple times that the timeout changes a lot of things. So what do you think, Rambo? Will this timeout change things for the sides of Team Instant as this map pick does?
Looking at what's happening right now, we are still under regulation time, but if Team Instinct are going to get this map back in their favor and they do come up with some kind of miracle play, they have to push it out of regulation. I mean, right now it's going to be a win if one round goes in favor for the defenders, but for the attackers, defenders need to clock in 9 consecutive back-to-back rounds, which technically is doable if they have the right mojo, but the synergy is missing a lot of communication. I don't know what's going wrong with Team Instinct. This does not seem to be their map, because right now attackers in the driver's seat, timeout call a little too late is what I presume, because you are in a huge deficit right now. You're in a 9-round deficit starting off the last match point round for the attackers. Fueling back into the game, we have the attackers scrambling towards a split coming in favor for a 3-2. 3 people going on towards the B side, so people holding on to this A side. Time what called off teams. I think the comms were clear. I think the comms pushing. I think the comms did mention that these guys are going to be pushing on towards the A set. Cut-off rotation is going to be held on to from this B set. All noise being made early on. Spams through the wall to get some information. Attackers have nothing to lose at this point in time. They just need to go ham. And that is what they are going to be holding on to. Defenders trying to get a little cheeky, going a little aggressive, trying to get some picks here and there. He-Man playing close angles with Bahadur Beta. Lot going on for them. A lot of angles to check in crosses. Attackers seemingly ready to go for the push right now. Taking a quick trade yet there and showers. They know what the last player is. And Lancy gonna be taken down, and I think that could be the game, but a 2v3 scenario hugely doable by the defenders because one attacker Fade is very low on health. This could be Levy's game if he pushes the Shower's position with his counterpart Viper. Levy spots one, takes him in. Last 2 members, one person is very low on health. Probably good. He knows the angles where the flashes are going to be kicking in on. Alright, this could be their game. Viper using his utility is probably chipping in.
Last player standing.
Time was off. The timing was off, and the attackers
Attackers win.
to a 13-3 victory in a 10-round deficit win. Favoring the attacking in front, AK Anaari Army taking that first map in their name in the map pick of Team Instinct. Ladies and gentlemen, what a game it was for map number 1.
It was unbelievable, Rambo.
Unbelievable indeed.
Unbelievable. I mean, we know, right? Team Instant picked this map for themselves and they decided to start. I mean, it's their map pick and they get denied. They just don't get denied. They get denied with a 10-round buffer. Now, we
10-round buffer
understand.
indeed. Yep.
13-3, that's huge. That's a complete one-side domination that we just witnessed from the sides of Anaari Army. But the way Anaari Army has performed, it is just phenomenal to see them perform so beautifully. Even in the opponent's map pick, they have shined beautiful. I mean, there are n number of stars in the sky, but there's just one star that shines beautiful, and that for now is Anaari Army.
Rayame did get that map in their favor. Now we're going to be marching on to their pick, Ascent. It's going to be an interesting map. It's going to be interesting side picks coming in from both these teams. But you guys can also win yourself some goodies. Make sure you get up to 50 likes. We're at 32. Come on, guys. You gave it this far. Just go a bit further. And you guys can win some physical goodies, not just some drops. Drops are still active. All you got to do is exclamation drop in the chat and you're going to be getting yourself some Valorant points. But other than that, you are also going to be getting physical goodies for yourselves from our partners, Crucial and Colorful Tech India, and from ourselves as well, which is going to be NVIDIA GeForce India. So ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be coming back in just a bit to witness the action on map number 2. In just a bit, we're going to be taking a 5-minute break. Hold on, I'm going to telepathically communicate with my production guy. Man, how many minutes are we going to go for the break? Yeah, he says 5 minutes, yeah. Telepathy. Works all the time.
Yep.
We're going to be back in 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the NVIDIA GeForce Esports Festival powered by Colorful Technologies and Crucial by Micron. I know my co-caster was pretty excited, but before anything, let me introduce you guys to him, and to you guys him. That's Rambo, my amazing co-caster. Is quite interested, and watching this match he got very much interested because these matches are turning out to be something that we never ever expected. But right now, we're very, we have a best of three for today. That's semifinals between Team Instant and Anaari Army. The very first map goes in the favors of Anaari Army with a scoreline of 13-3. The second map, it's gonna be Ascent for now, and this map pick is by Anaari Army. So, Anaari Army to have a chance for qualifying and getting a slot for the finals, that's gonna be LAN. But what are your takes on that? What do you think?
Well,
Rambo,
it
gonna
is
happen?
gonna be interesting. I mean, it's bugging me what's gonna happen in this map pick as well. Because right now in Ascent, the attacking side going in favor for Team Anadi Army. It is their pick. A lot happening. It is a lot going on right now. The team comms are filled with excitement for Nadia because they have a one round lead. They can bring this home if they win this map, or are we going to be going in for a third map? Is the question I have.
Well, yes. Trying to
Well,
align himself.
yeah,
Okay,
it's bugging me. I mean,
okay.
it's the same way my broadcast is bugging me. It's the same way I am being bugged on what's going to be happening in this map pick. Because this last map was, in fact, uh, last map was the map pick of Team Instinct, but it went the way of it went the other way around. And looking at the game right now, what's going to be happening? I mean, I just can't predict.
Well, prediction is what our production guy did a while ago. He said 2-0 in favors of Anadi Army, and I do feel that is coming. But again, coming back to the map picks and map ban that we just witnessed a while ago, we have three maps to be played today. That's gonna be, the first map that we had, it's Bind. The second we are gonna witness right now, it's gonna be Ascent, and the decider, ladies and gentlemen, it's Breeze this time. So it's gonna be quite interesting to witness
All
what
right.
all is gonna happen. But I guess with that, we are almost ready to jump into the map directly.
Almost ready indeed, because right now we are going to be jumping into Ascent in just a bit. Agent selections are going on as the admins have informed me. Interesting picks, interesting combinations can come out in Ascent. Ascent, one of the early maps that we've seen in this tournament. These guys are, in fact, favoring Ascent a lot. I mean, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on right now. Agent picks going in favor of attackers. That is another army investing themselves with a Chamber, Omen, Chaos, Sova, and a Raze. Interesting. On the other side, we have a mirror pick coming in, but a Fade is the difference. And Chamber, Omen, KO with a Sage. All right. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. With a Sage. We got a Sage in action, a Battle Sage coming in. And Lancy, a player who was consistent in performing for Team Instinct. He was deadly with an operator. He was deadly with his pistol. He-Man's another deadly player who knocked off a couple of shots, but they could not convert that map. And, well, here we are on map number 2. Either going to be a 2-0 or we are going to be marching on to a decider map. Are we going to be marching on? Because right now,
Maybe.
I mean, right now it just feels the way the production guy was, right?
Well, he is still trying to tell us that he is still supporting Anadi Army. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, even you guys can let us know which team are you guys supporting. Is it Anadi Army or is it Team Instant? All you need to do is type the team names. I mean, Team Anadi Army or Team Instant and a heart or 2 or 3 hearts in front of the name to support and show a lot of love for your favorite teams. Well, the only reason I love Sage right now is because I am a Sage main itself. I mean, not trying to flex, but yeah. So right now we do have a
Right.
Sage. We have a lot of agents that we have. That's a Raze, a Sova, a KO, Omen, and Chamber. Now that's going to be a quite interesting comp that we do have on the sides of Anadi Army. Talking about Team Instant, we have Chamber, Sage, Fade, Omen, and KO to play around with. So, Rambo, I want you to start this pistol round today.
Well, if I am starting this pistol run, I am going to be vouching on one of these teams to come out on top, and that is going to be the aggressor. In this question, let's see who the aggressor is going to be, attackers or defenders, because last time the defenders were more aggressive than the attackers. Well, Are we gonna be going with the same thing? Are we gonna be saying the same thing? Lots of process on that right now, but Bahadur Beta is who we're gonna be watching on early on. 14 seconds on the clock. Investments being made. No armors on teams. Just one armor onto Lost with a classic. Light armors. Nothing. I mean, nothing is good. I mean, nothing seems to be going the way for Team Instinct as of now, but maybe this could be defenders trying to go a little bit aggressive. Yup, they are going aggressive spots early one. That's gonna be all right. That's gonna be a mid push coming in there right now, but the defenders are split way open towards mid and the B side. A side left for Gamble right now. Mid position being contested with Trist. He is pushing in. Utilities coming in to the four defenders, but this garage could be the game changer. Spots one. Sage goes down, but that's still Demon in the mix. He is this is something I cannot predict. He's just trapped out of this position. Is it? He teleports out of that
Down
place.
B.
He's going to be taking Paradox on another kill. Spike is dropped, and that's Levy going with another kill. Lost
One enemy remaining.
A lot of noise. Aura going to be taking down Levy, and Lost 1v2 happening right now. It's Omen versus the last two members. It's Yenmeister versus Aura and Lost. Yenmeister has the smokes in his favor, has made sound
Stealing sight.
and he probably
Cover
stole
going
his
out.
position as well. Spike not yet planted. He is going to be going in for a smoke walk. This is a good strat, but of course you also need to understand that you are also going to be blinded in your shooting smoke.
Spike planted.
Spike going in favor. He knows his one spot. Both of them tries to dink them a little bit. Not going to be doing much. This weapon is not going to be. Frenzy isn't the weapon that you want to have for long range fights. He is spotted in. They know where he's coming in, and that's going to be
Team
coming in
A.
from Yenmeister, but trades go in favor for Lost. Every one of them get one kill in return. And here we are with a quick round going in favor for Team Anaari Army.
0-1. The scoreline, ladies and gentlemen, with the very first round that Anaari Army got for themselves and a chance to go in for and half by that's going to be Spectre and full sheets for themselves. Whereas if we talk about Team Instant right now, they got nothing but pistols to work around with. That is something they need to be really, really careful about. Team Anaari Army, they are looking good. But if I talk about Team Instant right now, Rambo, there's one thing they need to be really, really clear, that if they do not get this map, it's done. It's the series point. If you talk about the best of 3 time, it's the series point already for the sides of Anaari Army, as it's a best of 3. So Team Instant, they have to be really, really careful. Anaari Army, they have picked up this map and they have decided to start an attacking front. So right now, again, talking about this time, the push going in towards the B site, and guess what? The site has been left open completely. Now that's a free site already for the sides of Anaari Army, where you can see Omen from the sides of Team Instant trying to rotate and hold an angle for himself. Tries again, goes in aggressive. He can get the entire side control.
They found my trap.
He is going in for a backstab. Now this backstab, it can change a lot of things, but the players have already entered the side. Quite few seconds different is what things are going to change here. He-Man and one more player on the backstab. They need to be
Spike
careful.
planted.
He takes that spot. That's going to be one player done and after the other one compromised himself. Tries, goes down.
There.
The players just compromised themselves. Spike is down. It's been planted. A 4 was retake. Maybe takes down Lost as well. They have the weapon advantage right now, but retake is something they need to be really, really careful about. The angle is down. Yet tries to Pedox takes down Bahadur Beta.
One enemy
Ian
remaining.
Back his position. Pedox takes down 3. That's going to be He-Man, Sam, and Dusted. A 1 versus 2, ladies and gentlemen. Levy trying to enter the side, but no. Ian takes him down, punishes him. And that's the second round rolling in for the sides of Anaari Army. 0-2, the scoreline that we do have right now.
What a round that was. I mean, they had the lead. They could have gone in for that retake, but something choked up on that last minute because the backstab also did not get the kill. It was them themselves pushing head on. Something didn't work out, but beautifully played considering the fact that they actually let the B side open. They got 2 consecutive kills. He-Man going ballistic, getting that frenzy kill, a second kill as well. But they did lose the round. 2-0 on the board. Heavy casualties reported on the side of the defenders. Attackers right now still not yet investing onto the heavy armors. They are going to be investing onto some broken buys. They have the credits, but they want to play this safe. They know they are in the lead. And Aura, first person going to be pushing in. He's going to be teleporting inside, but Paradox will be taken down by Levy. Early kill. Hunt is destroyed, but mid push, 3 push, Levy. Here's the sound cue. Walking away, but the trade doesn't go in his favor. They have all the information that this is going to be a B push, and the rotation is called in, but the mid rotate is being checked and probably could go in their favor. Prowler is described getting information again. because someone's going to be holding on to that aggressive tree position. Christ is going to be that player. Spectres in their inventories. These guys can hold this position. Weapon advantage in their name. But Iron can make the difference. The game changer is going to be Iron if he gets his early kill right now. Tree position. Still Gardens contested. Can they get this round? Trace still holding close. He wants to get that early kill. Time now desperate. 44 seconds. And this is going to be a whole lot of situation coming in here for the defenders. 3 players spotted early on. They're going to be falling back. They know the site is going to be compromised in just a minute. Communications coming in all fashions. Lancey going to be taking
Spike down A. One enemy remaining. 30 seconds left. Flawless.
Onto Levy, 2K onto Lancey.
have
And
seen
there we
our
have it,
power.
folks. The first round coming in favor for Team Instinct. That's an early round in their name, and that was a beautifully executed by. But of course, the attackers did not heavily invest themselves for that round. So the question rises, did the weapon advantage give the defenders the win, or is it just that these guys are going to be taking this map back in their favor?
Flawless is what they got, Ram, and that's enough to boost your confidence, because you know, right, somewhere down the line Team Instant is falling apart in terms of confidence right now, as they've lost one map already. But again, what has happened has happened. Focusing on what is going on right now, we do have players with buys for themselves. Only Ian is the one with one pistol and half a game to work around with it right now, trying to enter the mid itself, checking the tree position. But guess what? Boobot will be going in for more information, and that's going to be one player right exactly. Ian needs to check twice. Takes on Bahadur Beta. One player done and dusted. Defenders again on a disadvantage of players. Right now, the question that you had a while ago, you might get an answer for the same. E-Man is holding the tank.
You want to play? Let's play.
With this true their foes. Will this chamber be able to take his doppelganger down and dusted, as he is holding a beautiful angle? Lost on the other side with the help of his outfield is trying to gather more information on the players and their positions. But will that be enough? Right now, everything is at stop. That's going to be Rikun Gold trying to gather information, but not yet enough. Ayan takes down his doppelganger. That's E-Man. Done and dusted. One more player goes down. 3 to 5. The situation that we do have. Spike. Yes, it's been flanking by the sides of Fedor.
Spike
Goes
planted.
down as well. Right now, the players, they all need to play on G-Tech. Well, it's 2 for now. Because Trust takes down Levi and Meister takes down Trust. Fair trade happening, but not yet in the favors of Team Instant. A 2 versus 4 still in favors of the sides of Team Anaari Army, Lancey. Now the question is, will they go for a save? Because right now, they do not have enough of trades to work around with. Oh, well, wait, no, my bad. They do have Lancey takes
Last
down
player
Trust.
standing.
Last surviving player, this Sage. Can she be a battle Sage? Well, I guess she'll be going in for a save. Trying to go towards the mid. But guess what? There are going to be players speaking towards the mid and main as well. With the help of Slow Orb, she can make the players wait. But Aura comes out of nowhere. He comes out of syllabus, takes down Lancey. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, the third round loading in for the sides of Anaari Army. 1-3, the scoreline we do have. Attackers half is what Anaari Army is on right now. But again, they are looking really very, very good.
Very good indeed, chat. But right now, looking at the scoreline, defenders still need to pull something out of the hat. The one round that they actually got was, I'm not going to give that round to them because the weapons were not in their favor. But right now, having the weapon advantage back again with the defensive front, because the attackers, one of the players has a good amount of credits, the others need to salvage weapons from him, and of course, they can't share weapons. This probably could be the round for them. Let's see what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. But right now, looking at the timer, we do seem to have a small check pause going in. A lot of check pauses happening here. This is the online era of gaming. A lot of things happening. But looking at the game sheet right now, looking at the amount of kills that these guys are clocking in, it just seems that Levy's clocking 7 kills to 3 deaths. Lancey onto 3 kills and 3 deaths. He-Man 1 kill. Bahadur Beta 1 kill, and Yen Meister 1 kill. A lot of things going not going in the way of Team Instinct. I mean, Dutch, what's your take on it?
Well, I would probably agree with that, because Team Instant... See, the thing is, confidence, gameplay, strategies, aim, you need everything. It's not just that one aspect that you need the most right now. And to what happened in the previous match, you know, right? 13-3 is the scoreline that we witnessed. It was in the favor of Anaari Army. So somewhere down the line, confidence is something that is lacking right now. If you gain confidence on your team gameplay, you know you are gonna shine bright. But right now, to what is happening, it's completely the opposite. Team Instant, they need to wait, breathe for a moment, realize that what has happened, and all they got is what is happening on their screen, and that's when there will be a chance of them, you know, taking back-to-back rounds for themselves as Team Anaari Army did in the previous map. But right now, I need to remind you guys that this map pick is by the sides of Team Anaari Army, and they decided to start on the attackers half. Now, that's how things might get difficult, because again, after the side swaps, you know what is gonna happen. You need to take as much rounds as you can in the defenders half itself, so that at least 4 or 5 rounds in the attackers half are enough to gain you the entire map. And again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the series point already for the sides of Anaari Army. If Anaari Army gets this for themselves, it's done. You know that Anaari Army is going for the grand finals. That's a LAN. Well, yes, that's a LAN. You hear me right. I'm not lying, and I'm not jinxing it more. That's gonna be a LAN for sure. So these players needs to be ready for everything that is happening around. But what you guys as audience need to be ready is for the giveaways, the goodies, and so much more. All you need to do is complete 50 likes. I do see people not liking the stream, so if you haven't liked yet, make sure you press that like button, complete the 50 like, and you might get personalized goodies. You don't know when you get. Even I have liked it, so I might be a lucky one, right? So yep, you can be part
on
of
the
this
other
giveaway.
side, on the other side, we have the production guy showing us some cool stuff he found on the map, and there you have it, the worm. Like I said, there's literally a worm, a bear, and what else is there, my production guy? There these Easter eggs. I mean, all around the map, the player cards that they give you of the penguin fighting an operator, all of those characters are in fact in the game. You just gotta look at these corners, and yeah, here's the worm. Did you find the bear? The bear was in the cart, if I was wrong. I mean, if I was right. I mean, the other day you showed me the cart wheel, and I think the bear was in the cart. And here we have it. The rest of the characters, I mean, they're just here. They're just placed all around the map. They're just having a nice steaming pile of. Yep, he's having a nice. He's having his own time there. Yeah, the production guy says he's hungry right now. I'm not gonna believe him, but here we are. The map. Well, that was it. Valorant, just developers just playing around, and is that guy having a knife?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
Ouch.
my man's a CS:GO pro, and whenever he sees knives, he's always got that attraction to it. So yeah, he's got the attraction to it, and there you have a big yes. So he's just gonna look at what knife it is. But yeah, we are back in the game. It's tag time on. I mean, these things do happen often. It is the online era of gaming. So let's see what's gonna be happening. Dash, why don't you just cover us through with the number of kills and what these guys are walking on?
Well, definitely, I would love to. Right now, talking about Team Instant, Levi is the one who is on the top with 7 kills for themselves. Looking at Anaari Army, they got the top fragger with 5. I mean, look at Team Instant. Levi, I would probably force myself to say that Levi is doing all the heavy lifting he can for his entire team out there. I mean, Lancy with 3, He-Man with 1, Bahadur Beta with 1, and Yen Meister with 1. But on the other side, if we talk about, you know, Anaari Army, Ayan got 5, Paradox got 4, Trust 3, Aura 2, Lost 1. That's in a numerical order as well, but the entire team has, you know, done a lot in terms of team gameplay. But right now, Team Instant, they need to do something. At least they need to play together, so that if anyone even takes one player down, it can be a fair trade happening. This way, Team Instant might get rounds for themselves. Slow, steady. You might have heard about this phrase, right? Slow and steady wins the race, right? So, Team Instant, slow, steady, but cautious step is what they need to take. Because right now, you know, even if you slip, I mean, you go wrong, you take one step and you slip, you might just, you know, not get a chance to go for the LAN finals, and that will cause you a lot. I mean, yeah, you do get learnings out of this entire situation, but that's not enough. Grand finals and the prize pool is something that, you know, everyone is looking forward to. So yeah, they need to be really careful about everything that they do. 1-3 the scoreline, ladies and gentlemen, that we do have right now. Once again, let me remind you that the last map for today is going to be Breeze if Team Instant makes it to this map. We are going to have the last map happening as as map Breeze, right?
Yeah, but that is if we are going in for the next map, because right now, looking at the way it is, Anaari Army are in the driver's seat. They can push this one out of the box, but Team Instinct, they just need to get things lined up for themselves, because Anaari Army already have a map in their favor. Team Instinct
Standing ahead.
Their map pick, and they clearly have control of their
There
map
they
pick
are.
as well. So, a lot happening, a lot going on. There's a lot to process, but Team Instinct, they guys need to get this game in check. Christ going more towards mid, which is kind of play spots in one wall banks. Dinking in just by 5 points of health, 95 points of health, still existing on his shoulder with 15 points of armor. But attackers still not committed to any side just yet. Defenders doing a fabulous job on rotating and holding on to the sides. Oh, B is actually, it's an aggressive contention coming here in the
Toaster is broken.
The other player as well. Yep, he does. And he's gonna be falling back, respecting the opponents. And this is the game I've been missing from Team Instinct. They haven't been respecting the opponents. They've always been trying to go aggressive. And now that they have the information, close aggressive angles being on by location is going to be right in their positions, and here we are pushing the side. Kakuri is going down. Another quick kill coming on to Levy.
Spike down B.
Spike is on the floor.
30 seconds
and that's
left.
going to be engaging for the defenders. They can't get this down in their favor. All the defenders clocking in towards the entry points of this B side. Lost. He really can't get this pick. If he moves an inch away from that place, it's going to be his demise. Refire angle, common one. But Lost is going to be holding
10 seconds left.
He knows time is not his best friend, and I think he is going to be going in for that save right now. Two of the attackers still hiding.
Last player standing.
They aren't going out. Lost is down, and the last man standing is going to be taken down as well by He-Man. Beautiful kills coming into He-Man, and there we have it, folks. There we have it. The second round, 1 round deficit going in favor for. Still going in favor for the attackers. Anaari Army.
2-3. The scoreline that we do have, ladies and gentlemen, right now. The next round up. Talking about the buys, Anaari Army, they are broke right now. They do not have enough of credits to work around with. They need to play with pistols, shotty. I mean, come on, it's gonna be a complete save round from the sides of Anaari Army. Team Instinct, they are going to go for a full buy, so it might be nice speed. And people like right now, what's happening on our screen is the push going in towards the A side from the trees directly. Trees is the position you need to care for. Bahadur Beta is holding that angle. He is having his aim perfect. All he needs is clear. That's exactly what he's done, but with the help of all drones, there's going to be his location getting compromised. So he'll be stopping that push from the players and he'll be flashing as well. Needs to be careful. Ayan is holding an angle. That's a cross angle holded by the sides of Ayan and Pidox. And takes down Lost. That's going to be one player lost on the sides of Team Anaari Army. Still, Team Instant can bring it down to an equalizing situation. But nice to take down Ayan. That's one more and that's it. Bahadur Beta takes down
One enemy remaining.
Shani and nice to take down Pidox. And the last man Alright, he takes out Bahadur Beta. That was a beautiful shot. But yet nice to his trades is off and gets his doppelganger off this round. An equalizer happening already. 3-3, ladies and gentlemen. Team Instant back into the play, back into the game, and something that we were waiting for since a while ago.
Well said, but that was a beautiful debate coming in there for Bahadur Beta, because he got debated big time by Jan Meister for that last kill, and yeah, it's all fair and square when it comes to a competitive game which leads to a land final. And that's what I say, you know, everything's fair and square.
Where
but
are
right now,
you?
looking at what's happening is going to be a deep push all out right now. Guy is going to be going ballistic, has his ultimate ready, can fire up, doesn't spot anyone just yet. Oh, this could probably be there, but Levy is going to beautiful angle. Is left for free, and they have the site in their control. Retake is going to be a huge question mark, because right now,
Spike planted.
it's all, I mean, they do have a chamber.
There.
And
Bring
one early player teleporting early on, and that's still advantage for the attackers.
them
Lancy's
down.
going to be taking a lot of advantage for the defenders. They could probably be pushing in right now. Two of these people are holding in towards the tunnel position. If they push into site, this could probably be their game to hold on to. But right now, are they going to be pushing on
find
the
you.
site hold? Site still not getting contested. They do know where they're holding it. The NVIDIA is going to get on another one, and that is going to be let me get that really kill. And Wall coming in favor. This is where you can use a Sage. They know
One
the site
enemy
is empty.
remaining.
Diffuse being stuck on, and there we have it. Lancey with a 3K, and Team Instinct finally waking up. Good morning, Team Instinct. 4 rounds on the board after map number 1. The first time Team Instinct is leading by a deficit of 1. What do we have here, folks? Team Instinct, are they waking up, or is this gonna be just a glitch in the matrix? Because 1 round, and then are they gonna be slipping out after this? Time is gonna tell.
Time is gonna tell everything, Rambo. I mean, look at an amazing play from the sides of Team Instant. I mean, I have to give it to Lancy. I mean, the way
Bring
he
them
utilized
down.
the wall, it was beautiful. But right now, talking about what is on our screen,
They're
ladies
blind
and
with
gentlemen,
fear.
the push going in towards the mid side. Take a very fast mid control for themselves. Tries breaking the slow from the chamber itself. The man takes down mid oxygen. Do not peek an operator, my friend. That's gonna be 1 player lost in the side of
Hello,
the
post
Anaari
ready.
already. They need to be careful before doing anything. Lost takes down and might maybe takes down Aura.
Bring them down.
Versus 3. Well, 3 versus 3 right now.
There, take them! Mark
Mark
two.
for last well. Trash takes down Ayan. A revival provided as
One
well, but still,
enemy remaining.
The map is entire. The round is in the favors of Team Instant right now. The last player surviving. Lost. He is lost. Not sure of what more he can do. Still, players trying to take down Lancy, but no. Lancy will be finishing.
Weapon
him, but
here.
that's lost. Going down. Cannon dusted. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Instant is back. Welcome them back once again because it's a 2-round deficit they already have from the sides of Team Anaari Army. 5-3, the scoreline that we do have right now.
This is just finally that these guys are. I mean, they're waking. They just woke from their nap. They're back in the game. These guys are fighting in. These guys are pushing their pushing their skills to the ultimate right now, because right now they are back on the driver's seat. 2-round lead in the map pick of the attackers, aka Anaari Army's map pick. This could be a mirror reverse pick coming in favor for the defensive side. Team Instinct, they can very well push this to a third map, but mid position being contested, and that utility is going to be debating that the push is coming towards a mid fade, rotating to just find out the mid position. And walls from stage are going to be stopping the push from mid. A lot of utilities being used to protection from these defenders. They have a lot of beautiful angles to cover it. Checking the angle where Lancy is holding it off. This could be his fight if he does. Oh. Smoke comes in his favor, but the wall's not going to be holding for long. He has to get this early pick, or he is going to be in a lot of hurt. Falling back, giving that respect to his opponent. He's going to be slowing them down in case he's going to go for a push right now. Defenders, look at the amount of space they have. They've actually... I mean, what is going on right now? It's
30
almost
seconds
as if they
left.
Slowed down defenders. They're just playing a slow game. None of these guys are peeking in. They are not just going in for any picks, but that's going to be He-Man trading on to Trice, and Paradox coming in for a quick trade. On towards He-Man. A lot of chaos happening here in the inside right now. Sage going to be taking a beautiful kill on to Lost. Well, there we have Paradox going with another
10
trade.
seconds left.
9 seconds on the clock. Can they go for a block? And the
Spike
block is going to be
planted.
successful. Spike inside of A. The retake. A huge retake in question. Doors closed, and huge disadvantage for these defenders. They have to go in synergy. Can they make this one work? Aura holding on to Guardians. Can he make this one work? Smoke in his favor. He's going to take down one. Lancey
One
going
enemy
for the trade,
remaining.
but that's going to be Paradox swinging ballistic. He's not checking all angles. Smoke going down. He spots in one. Does not spot the other one. 1v2 scenarios. Time not his best friend. He's going to be falling back. He has to fall back. I don't think he has time for a defuse right now. He has to go back. Save that weapon, man. You ain't got the creds to go for another buy. And yup, Lancey is going to be respecting that, saving his weapon. But Ayan, can he get this kill? It's going to be a close. This is going to be a close. Oh, he spots him. Oh, he tried to bait him out. Jabate does not want that is... Oh,
Beautiful shot. And that's all, ladies and gentlemen. 1 round deficit between both of the teams. 5-4 the scoreline that we definitely do have right now. Team Instant versus Anaari Army going on to our screens. The second map of this best of 3 series. This next round is going to decide a lot of things for seconds on the timer right now. The push going in towards B side, I guess, but the players are in the front of A side as well. Mid is something that they are looking forward to. Ayan takes down He-Man. That's his doppelganger being done. And this map, Ayan takes down the second one. Levy goes down.
Nowhere
You
to run.
do not peek an operator, my friend. And you do not peek an operator when it's in the hands of Levy. Lost takes down
Teleport.
Nancy.
I have
That's
the
going to be
spike.
the investment of Hunter's Fury, turning out to be positive in the sides of Anaari Army right now. 5-2. Defenders again rolling back, trying to be a bit more conscious this time. But the sides of Anaari Army can answer back with flawless, as they have all their players standing.
Spike dropped.
Talking about defenders, both of the players somewhere down the line near the mids. It's a complete free side and an open side for the sides of Anaari Army, but Bahadur Beta, he got it in the mid market, trying to enter the side. Bahadur Beta is looking to get compromised. Flash will be trying to deny the vision, but no, that is not going to be enough. Now, a 2 versus 5 retake is what they have to perform. What will happen is going to be the big question right now. Lost goes down and Meister
30
takes him
seconds
down.
left.
Do not peek, my friend, when you got the side for yourself. And Meister, they got suppressed and they cannot use their utilities for the moment. He is trying to enter the side from the second lane, but will that be possible? The attackers, they have their angles checked completely. All the players have beautiful angles to play around with, and I guess the
Trap
defenders will
destroyed.
be going in for a save because they do not have Thread once again. Thread is something you need to be really, really careful about. Now, what Ian Meister is doing, he is trying to take some kills. He's trying to drop some weapons before.
Last player standing.
Paradox takes Arthur down. First takes Ian Meister down, and that's done, ladies and gentlemen. 5-5, an equalizing score. We are back to the circle once again. That goes round and round. Once in the favor of Anaari Army, once in the favor of Team Instant. And that's how the scoreline is 5-5, an equalizing scenario once again.
An
He's in
equalizing
shock.
scenario. I mean, an
He's
equalizing
in
scenario
shock again and
indeed.
again.
But right now, Team Instinct, 2-round deficit, not going back in their way. A lot of chaos happening in the boot camp of Team Instinct. These guys need to get things in check, because any rounds that they slip right now is gonna be, I mean, it is gonna
Bomb
be
out.
dead and nice early on in this best of 3, giving a 2-0 victory towards the attacking front team. Looking at what's happening, a mid push being contested right now by the attacking front twice, getting some peaks right now. Team Bahadur Beta detecting 2 hostiles in the mid position. That's going to be free information for him. He's going to be flashing and holding this garden position because he still feels some presence here. But on the other side, deep side.
Spike down, B.
He-Man getting that early kill. That's going to be falling back. There to back him out. And there he goes ballistic. 2 quick kills coming out of He-Man. The man, the myth, the legend. Well, here we are. Coming back onto He-Man. He can get another one onto mid if he just holds this a little bit longer. Time is his best friend. Oh no!
No.
That is not going his way. But mid position still being contested. They are
Teleport's
going to be
ready.
pushing on a mid with the trigger bot on
They
position.
found my trap.
Spots in one. That's going to be free information, and they know the mid position is being contested. He-Man rotating back towards the mid position to hold on to this operator. He can get a couple of more kills if he hold on to the position. They are choked onto this mid position. No one's pushing anywhere. They don't have any angles to cover. Garden's being
30
contested,
seconds left.
But it's going to be KO himself holding on this garden position. He-Man falling back. Roland Royce being nailed on the A set. Twice coming in on top. Spot one doesn't manage to convert the kill. It's happening right now. Waiting for his teammate. Jewel coming in here. And a spin out coming in from Jan Meister. Levy going to be
10
taking
seconds
that kill
left.
on to tries the Bahadur Beta. Traded it. Last man standing. Our last 2 people are standing, are going to be holding on the spike and are going to be going in for a save. Aura did not expect this to go this way. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. 6 rounds on board for the defenders.
Last
On
round
map
before
pick
the
of
switch.
The attackers, aka Anaari Army.
I mean, I told you in the start itself, right? Right now, there's a trend in the Valorant gaming scenarios where you win the map that your opponents have chose. So, maybe that's happening and we might witness the 3rd map, ladies and gentlemen. That's no other than Breeze. Now, anything and everything can happen, but Do you chats, this question is for you guys. Do you think it's gonna be a 6-6? Let me know in the chats as soon as possible, as I do have my eyes on
You
the
want
chat.
to play? Let's play.
Right now, the push going in towards the A side. The slow art bull wasting a few seconds, but fire in trying to go in with the shoulder drop from the medium to take down players. Shoot, my friend, shoot. No, it doesn't connect one, and that's how the shoulder drop doesn't go to the screen.
Spike planted.
Being done and dusted. Oh, he spotted, but Aura, he couldn't take him down. Lancy trying to enter, but will he be able to do that with the help of our drone? There's gonna be a lot of information here.
You fought
Lancy
well.
takes down one more. Aura takes down Lancy.
Goodbye.
A lot happening. 3 versus 2.
One enemy remaining.
Fuse, but the Fuse will get killed.
Last player
Gun
standing.
goes on reload, and that's lost, taking Levi down to 1 versus 1. Chamber versus
This is
Sova.
less than
He-Man
ideal.
trying to defuse. Lost playing on time. He knows that. That's done. That's done. It's a 6-6. It's a 6-6, ladies and gentlemen. He's actually trying to take him off, but no. Both of the players goes down due to spike. Before we swap, a 6-6
Switching sides.
scoreline.
6-6 scoreline, but this does seem better than what we had in the previous map. I mean, it is a night and day. This is just way better, because last map, at this point of time, it wasn't looking bright for Team Instinct. Right now, they are still in the game. They can convert this round, this map, this pick by Anaari Army, but time is gonna be giving us best results on this half. Right now, 14 seconds for these teams to prepare and go for separate buys. And looking at the buys that these guys have invested in, No Armors, Ghost invested Classics onwards. They all invested their credits onto utilities that these guys are holding on to. So, a position is gonna be contested. Mid-peak gonna be blanked off. Like, He-Man. Gonna be pinked in return. Points of health, and he's gonna be taken out by Aura. Aura pushing onto mid. Can get a couple of kills if he does go in, but Iron is gonna be the backstabber, taking down Levi. 3v5 scenario in favor for the defenders. Can they make this one work? Lancy still holding on to that A side. He has Spike, Sage, and Spike, the duo that needs to make this work. Probably can do it, but at the same time, defenders have the information. They are retreating towards the A side. Look at the amount of aggression in the A side on towards trees. If they do go for this push, well, ladies and gentlemen, I think I know what's gonna happen. But they are not going to be doing that. They are going to be pushing onto this mid. Look at the amount of rotation coming in from the defenders. All of them bunching up together. This is going to be giving a lot of information for them. The doors are closed towards the garage position. They are not yet allowed to push in. But a tree push presence being detected onto 2 players. KO, Paradox holding on to this position. Blinds come in favor for the defenders.
30 seconds
Sova
left.
can use his shock dart to get this in this favor. But will he be... Last one man standing. Aya's going to be taken down. This is going to be the last player on. Oh wait, defenders have already rotated here right now.
Spike down B.
For the defenders aren't going in.
10 seconds left.
Scenario, huge
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Lost. Going to be taken in by Yen Meister, but quick trades secure the round for the defenders.
6 to 7. 7 to 6, my bad. There's one thing that I
Team
observed
Ace.
right now about the sides of Anaari Army. Anaari Army, they know that they are on the defending half. They know that they need rounds. So what they did was they waited for the sides of attackers to push. I mean, yeah, attackers, they need to push. But we saw Team Instant being a bit more aggressive when they were on the defending sides and losing rounds. But Team Anaari Army, this time they were... they had a level of patience. They waited. They rotated. There were rotations happening from the team. There was no push happening from the team. And that's how they got the very, first pistol round to themselves. 6-7, ladies and gentlemen, on the scoreline for the favors of Anaari Army. And with that, we head on towards the next round, where Anaari Army has an advantage of an half buy for themselves. Push going in towards the mid and the A from the two.
Bring them down.
Lancy leading the push. I mean, a straight leading the push is something that, is pretty shocking for me. Lancy trying to hold the tangle once again. They know that one player needs to look behind, my friend.
Eliminate.
No, Lancy takes Aura down. One
Taken
player
out.
done and dusted, but Lost trades it, and that's going to be 1-1 from both of the teams being done and dusted. Lancy She got the side for herself. And the spike, will it go down? Will it be planted? Well, yes, the spike goes down. Lost takes down the man as well.
Spike planted.
Attackers on the disadvantage. Tries to take down one. Heading. Oh, Lancy takes down tries with Fidel. Will be trading him. Maybe takes down Lug.
Where are
A 2 versus 2, ladies and gentlemen, in the 14th round. For the sides of Team Instinct as well as Anaari, and the locations are already compromised. Meister trying to enter the site.
Last player standing.
And Judge he had, but Levi takes down Ayan. A 1 versus 2. Levi, right now he's up there. It's tries to beat, but now Levi takes him down. 50, ladies and gentlemen, rolling in for the sides of Team Instant. 5-5, 6-6, and now a 7-7. We are definitely going in for the third map.
Okay, I think you just jinxed it back there. I think
I mean,
you
we
jinxed
can
it
see
back
that. We can see that. I mean, look at what is happening. Team Instant, they are performing complete opposite to what they were performing in the previous match. I mean, it's quite phenomenal to see them performing.
I mean,
Good.
that on one side, but right now, looking at what's happening, it could go any team's way. And of course, Team Anaari Army have the advantage in this side here. He-Man a beautiful shot right early on, and he's going to be teleporting back. Spike is still in his hand. Aura is a person who can get the kill, but he's going to be going for the aggressive pick, and he's going to be denied by none other than He-Man. Took two kills coming in his favor, spots another one, not going to be engaging. Mid position being contested. Lost is holding on towards Garage, and I think he could be blinded and spotted with the utilities, and he is still going to be holding on to the Garage position. No one's giving. Yan can get a beautiful. Oh, they don't push. Shadows traveling. They don't push in his favor. They are going to be pushing back. Spike going its way towards the B side. Yan slowly walking away. Spike planted. This probably could be the round for the attackers. Defenders in a huge disadvantage. 3v. Make the Yan making a wide peak. Not.
Sova removed. One enemy remaining.
Is he going the extra mile? And going. Tries and Paradox go down to Lancy. A 3k on to none other than a Battle Sage, who is in fact leading the charge, having the ultimate ready. 16 frags, 8 kills, 5 assists. But I gotta give props towards Ian Meister. 7 assists with 9 frags and 10 deaths. The man's a team player. He's using his utilities to perfection, and he is just playing it close.
After seeing Lancy being a Battle Sage, I mean, okay, never mind. I don't wanna be flexing right now, but there you go. He-Man takes down Lancy. Yenmeister goes down. Takes down He-Man. And aggressive push tries. He goes down. That can be Levi. 3 versus 2, ladies and gentlemen. It's a quite quick push happening. Before I could say anything,
Bring them down.
Are already onto your screens. Still, what is happening is it's favoring the sides of Anaari Army, and it can be an 8-8. But will that be so? Is going to be the biggest question right now. The push going in towards the B side. The B side is left completely open. All the attackers, all the defenders, my bad, are towards the A side. It's a complete open side. Bahadur Beta has already entered the site. Defenders need to rotate to the B side as soon as possible. They are trying to check the boardhouse. The defenders spawn as well. 2 players
Last
up
player
there.
standing.
Takes down Bahadur Beta. You do not peek that angle. There's Bahadur Beta going down. Levi, do not peek. Do not peek. The spike is in the hands of Levi. He can go in for a plant. The spike is completely open. Yes, he goes for a plant. 1 versus 3. Trying to break the door and go towards the mid. Players have already rotated from the side of mid. Levi is holding the tangle.
This could be his game. This could be his time to shine.
It could be.
No more dreams.
Once they are down, the location gets compromised. It's present. 2 players right exactly in the front. Midox takes down Levi. And that's done. 8-8. As I said, I'm not jinxing this.
I'll detonate. You
But
don't.
you know, I mean, if you know, you know, right, Brando?
Well said, but right now, chat, you guys are close to winning a physical duty from us. Make sure you push us to 50 likes, and we're gonna be dropping a lucky person in chat. Physical goodie, which is gonna come to your houses. It's from our partners, Crucial and Colorful, and of course from us as well, NVIDIA GeForce India. And all you gotta do is hit that like button, get your friends on board, get that like counter going onwards to 50 likes. We're at 44. Let's see you guys push it to 50, and we'll start with 50. You know, after that we'll be dropping in those physical goodies, and these are some things you can easily win. by just going and hitting that like and asking your friends to join in. But here's what's gonna be happening. Attackers back at it at losing rounds. Team Instinct, who were on fire, now being neutralized and being pushed down. A lot of sloppy peaks coming left, right, and center. They can push this one back in their favor, but they are going to be contesting on a split happening from mid and towards the A side. Spike not yet favoring any side whatsoever. These guys are holding on to their positions and playing out the time. Well, mid position still being contested. It's left for Gamble with just one pretty bot to find out. Production guys still happy that it's going to be a 2-0 for Anaari Army is what his pick is. Last day, last semi-final happening here, and this is his last chance to get one prediction correct and rub it on my face. So he's going to be holding that onto him. But Garden position still being contested. Raze is going to be
Face your fear!
holding that position. Sage warding up ahead.
30 seconds left.
Peek. Oh, hold on. Restaurant is not being checked right now. This could be, and there we have Paradox and tries. Going ballistic. 2 kills coming in the lane. Man advantage from defenders. Spike still rotating right now. They are going to be making it way. The Spike has made its way towards the B side right now. B side is completely in control for the attackers, but the man advantage hugely in favor for
10
the
seconds
defenders. 5v3 scenario. Chamber having his ultimate red. Can convert. Can he make this one round work for his team is the question. He spots in one. He's going to be going having the 30 for that. Aura trying to push in. Omen trying to teleporting, and he's going to
One enemy remaining.
But straight to Aura is now down to a 1v4 scenario. Because Ariel has his ultimate as well, and he's going to be going up and about. And last man standing. Not looking good for him yet. Just managed to get one. Just managed to get 2. But it is going to be his demise. Paradox going to be taking that last kill. And the 9th round in check and in favor for none other than Anaari Army with a 1-round lead.
Keeping everything aside, the only thing, I mean, there are a lot of things that I love about this map, but the only thing that I love the most right now is the performance of Lancey. Look at how crazy this man is. I mean, he is leading the charts. He is looking at the backstabs. He is taking the kills. He is doing everything that he can for his entire team. And right now, Team Instant, look at the scoreboards. 17, 16, 14, 11.
Bring
This
them
is what I
down.
was talking about. The game that was missing.
We found
that
one.
we already have on our screens. But ladies and gentlemen, again, coming to the next round. And there we have a yard.
Spike down, mid.
A collateral.
That he hits.
But that's his Spike as well. And Yan Meiser not having the slightest of clues what's happening. Still trying to pick on the gardens, but this.
Teleport's ready.
Oh, yep, beautiful. Still on his head.
Stealing sight.
Beautiful. Laterally took down 2 players. Spidox trying to go towards the 3 sides and gain more information, but will that be enough? Yan Meister still holding back that position, lost exactly in front of him. It's gonna be Ayan and his operator. You do not pick Ayan. With the operator, he's ready. He is waiting for a player to peek, but no. He goes back and he decides not to peek. The Omen is...
You will not kill my allies!
It's gonna be the Hunter's Fury that's gonna tag He-Man a lot. And there you go.
Spike down, mid.
Comes in the favors of Anaari Army. Aura takes down Yan Meister. 2 versus 3, ladies and gentlemen, in favors of Anaari Army right now. Daggers going in towards the A side, trying to push the A side.
30
where you can
seconds
see
left.
The dogs holding the angle. Anaari Army still got this with themselves. Can double just strolling in. He got the information. He will be calling in for a backup. And there you go, one player right exactly behind him.
One
Dogs
enemy
is up
remaining.
there. The dog takes
Spike down
Lady.
A.
Sage, it's time to shine. Can be a battle Sage. Clancy gets denied. Aura takes him down. Double digits rolling to the sides of Anaari Army. 8-10. Ladies and gentlemen, the scoreline that we do have right now.
8-10 is a scoreline that Anaari Army is rolling in, is what I have to say. Because right now, looking at the economies, it's hugely in favor for the defending side. All the credits coming in their name, but the attackers, they ain't got much. They're salvaging whatever they can in this high pressure moment. Because double digit numbers already in check for Anaari. This is a do or die situation. Now we
You want to play? Let's play.
What's gonna happen?
found
Time. This is what's happening right now. Pushes coming
Bring
from
them
the
down.
B side right now. He's going to be using the Brawlers, not going to be engaging much. Just spot in one, and that's going to be lost running up his shock touch to spot in some enemies, not going to be engaging on anything whatsoever. Ayaz holding that beautiful angle. That's going to be a quick trade coming on to Levy, and man advantage
Teleport's
for
ready.
the defending front. And now that we guys are on 50 likes, let's have some fun in the chat after this round. And Aura gonna be taking on fancy, trying to make it work. B side completing that low. A side is where we are gonna be contesting in Ionk. Who else is it gonna be?
One enemy
The man, the myth,
remaining.
the legend gets the spike.
Spike down A.
Lost. And we got a last man standing gets taken down. And for the guys in the chat, thank you for the advice. Here's what you gotta do. What do they gotta do? Let me just ask a production guy. Production guy, how do you want to choose the winner for our physical giveaway?
If
I'm not gonna do that, my man.
Oh,
And
God.
chat, I'm not gonna tell you what he said, but seriously, do you got any idea? Like, any questions? Alright,
Oh
so I'm
my
gonna give you guys a
God.
challenge. It's not a challenge, it's gonna be a lucky draw. All you gotta do is just spam hashtag NVIDIA GeForce Esports Festival in chat, and that's hashtag NVIDIA GeForce Esports Festival in chat. And one of you lucky winners is gonna be walking away with a physical goodie shipped to your house. Our teams are gonna be getting in touch with you to ship that goodie to your place, and that's all you got to do. All you gotta do is spam NVIDIA GeForce Esports Festival in chat. The production guys gonna go ahead and just type it out first for you guys. So that's all you gotta do. Follow what he's doing, and one of you guys are gonna be winning a nice physical goodie bag to your premises. So let's see if you guys can win a goodie bag. But right now, back into the game. 8-11 is the scoreline. We are working with Dash. Why did you take it away?
8-11. For all the Team Instant fans out here, it's kind of
Shadows traveling.
I mean, even I'm scared. Honestly, even I'm scared for the side of Team Instant right now. Anaari Army on a roll once again. They got 4 back-to-back rounds for themselves, so it can be a match point. And there you go. One agent gets suppressed, and Anaari Army gains information. It's gonna be a mid push. All the players waiting at mid. Levi trying to enter from the mid market. Will he be able to do that? 2 players right down him. He breaks one gadget of chamber, and that's where information will be leaked. But he man takes down Trust. Will be a fair trade. But outside exactly in the front. You do not show your back, my friend. You do not do that. And that's down. Good push. Ayan. With his operator. Once again he takes down He-Man. He is up there with his operator. Will he be able to take down more? Well, now Ayan goes down. 4 versus 2, ladies and gentlemen.
Spike planted.
Oh,
Last
going
player
from the back
standing.
gets punished. The last player surviving. That's gonna be lost. Completely lost on what can be done. That's the 9th round, ladies and gentlemen, rolling in for the sides of Team Instant. 9-11 is the scoreline that we do have right now. Team Instant, it's a time for comeback. After getting this round, if they gain more 1 or 2 rounds, they can get Team Anaari Army into a lot of pressure, and pressure makes you fumble. That is something you need to remember. Lost. He's still waiting to get some frags for himself before he goes. But no, he won't be getting anything right now. Holding his angle. He peeks. He peeks. He takes down Lancy. That's the stage done and dusted. But fortunate for the sides of Team Instant. That's a 9-11 scoreline that we do have. The chats are just on a roll right now with the hashtag NVIDIA GeForce Esports Festival. There we do have, but I need to give it to our partners and sponsors. That's Colorful Technologies and Crucial by Micron, because without them this event wouldn't have been possible. Rambo is shocked. Rambo is trying to figure out. He is trying to figure out. I can see he's trying to figure out, but Rambo, take it away for the next round.
Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. A quick push coming in here towards the B side right at 9-11 on the scoreline. Apologies for that. Not feeling much of an articulate under the weather. But here we are, 9-11 on the scoreboard. in favor for the defensive front, and map picks also in favor for the defensive front. A lot of you guys spamming that in chat. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's pick a winner for the physical goodie. Well, I'm going to be dropping that in chat in just a bit. Till then, don't stop what you're doing. But looking at what's happening right now, attackers still yet to decide on where they are going to be pushing in. Yanmeister trying to focus on this mid push. He's going to be using his smokes to perfection, smoking off towards the mid, and here we are. Attackers rolling in all fashion. This contested position. Ladies and gentlemen, can we get this? Oh, another collateral for this Madland! What a man!
Face your fear!
He's going to be flashing his teammate in, but that's not going to be going. He's going to be taken down. Doors closed. A lot of information leaks happening left, right, and center. This could be match point for the defenders. Can they do this? Can they make this one work? Lancey going on towards heaven. Backstab coming in. It's going to be a close call. Omen's going to be the backstab going in. Oh, quick press coming in.
Last player standing.
13 seconds on
Spike down A.
This could be a 2v1, and they those 12 rounds in favor for the defenders. Ladies and gentlemen, Anaari Army on a roll.
Match point.
2-0 is what they are going to be expecting, but could it be a comeback? It is still it's just 3-round deficit. Could it be a comeback?
It's still doable. It is still doable. They're instant. Oh god, I'm just getting goosebumps right now. Ayan, this man, this monster, this myth, he just is hitting back-to-back collaterals right now. I mean, what in the world did you have before playing this match, my friend? What did you have? The way this match is going, it's just turning out to be something that is, right now I'll be saying, favoring a production guy, as he said 2-0 for the sides of Anaari Army. But again, 9-12. Do or die. Team Instinct, they have got so far and they are not gonna let it go. By hook or by crook. And I guess our production has something very interesting to show us. Okay, that's a name. Okay, that's a board that he has to show us right now on the screen. But chats, again, for the one who won this goodie, congratulations. Thank you so much to the 50 likes. And the spam is still going on. I mean, I'm too happy for the teams who are getting qualified today, who are getting the ticket to the lands directly. That's going to be the finals. That's happening in land. But I am more than happy to see the chats going so fast. But again, we are going to get back to this map very soon. A 3 rounds difference that we do have from the side of in between of Anaari Army and Team Instant. 3-round buffer. Team Instant, if they even take, I mean, they need to get on a roll. They need to get back-to-back 3 rounds for themselves, and then and only then will be able to go in for an overtime. But even if they let go one lose round, they lose it all, as it's the series point already for the sides of Anaari Army. Look at the scoreboard. If you could just witness the scoreboard right now, Levi got 21 kills for himself, whereas Lance got 17, He-Man got 15, Yanmeister 13, and Bahadur Beta. Not sure of what is wrong with Bahadur Beta today, just 5 for him. But the other 4 players, they are working really good. And there we are at the restaurant once again, trying to figure out what our production guy is showing us. Okay, that's a knife. Well, I mean, I see a knife and it kind of hurts me to see that. But talking about the buys as well, Team Instant right now not looking really good with the buys that they do have. That's going to be a Spectre, and yeah, they got 3 Vandals to work around with. But is that enough? Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the game. It's a do or die. I might say this for one last time, because this is one last round. The Omen has completely blocked their side. Once again, the push going in towards the complete B side. They need to be careful about everything, but the fight is rotating. Not sure of where. He-Man, low on HP, got 26 HP to walk around with, but Lance, he wants to do it, but he takes on loss.
One enemy remaining.
He takes on Levi as Ayan takes down Lancey. Last man surviving. What more can he do?
Defenders win.
It is it for the semi-finals between the sides of Team Instant versus Team Anaari Army. Team Anaari Army gets the tickets to the grand finals with a 2-0 and a complete one-side domination.
Complete one-side domination. Indeed, I think some of you guys in chat who got the goodies could not drop in your email ID. So what you gotta do is drop in. I've just dropped in the Discord invite link to our server. Drop on in and contact anyone from our admin team, and they'd be very well to help you out in getting your email address and getting the things shipped out to your location. But right now, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen, from the fans of Team Anaari Army? You guys have won that final spot for the land finals. More information on where the land's going to be happening. Are we allowing fans? Or do we have activities? Do you guys win something else during this long break that we're going to have? Well, all of these are going to be coming out on our socials at NVIDIA GeForce India. If you guys want to connect with us, the casters, our Instagram handles are our usernames. Pretty much the same, so you guys can check that out. If you want to talk to our cool production guy, somewhere he's going to be putting his username. Maybe he's a magical man. He's gonna be putting his username somewhere in chat, probably above my head. Is what I presume. Let me do above my head. Yeah, that's his username. Yeah, that's his username. So if you guys want to get in touch with him as well, you can go ahead. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, I am pumped. What's coming this week? Because it is gonna be a land final. It is gonna be an interesting match, because it's going to be versus Anaari Army and Chilko, two amazing teams who have fought their way to this finals. I'm going to catch you back later, guys, and make sure you follow our socials, because we are going to be giving you real-time updates. A lot of you can win more goodies, because we have a community challenge coming up in just a bit, so where you can win Valor points and physical goodies on that challenge as well. The fest is not yet over. Trust me, we are just beginning. Signing off for today's live stream and the last semi-final for a long break is going to be myself, Nitin Rambo Kamlesh. It was a pleasure hosting this tournament and casting along with it. But I am going to be meeting you again on the land final. Dodge, any final words before we take a long break for the season?
I am waiting for the land. That's it. Team Chilcot versus Anaari Army. Now, both of these teams, we have seen them, winning their maps with their opponents with a sheer domination. 2-0, right? So, I'm quite interested to see and witness the grand finals. That is going to happen in land as said prior. But, ladies and gentlemen, as I say again and again, to say a hello, we need to say a goodbye. But this goodbye, it's going to be for few more days, but we'll be meeting you soon back on this desk itself. But for now, we need to take a leave. So have a good day, take care, and bye bye.